What is up, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of Kick's History of the Card, where I review business cards that feature logos that I've created over the years. In this episode, we are going to review business card number 11 and 12. So here is card number 11. And basically, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to review some of the logos, some of the memorable logos here. I'm also going to I have my laptop over off to the side. That basically, I have names and tag names from Instagram, so I can kind of spark my memory on some of these because I can't remember everything. So if we look up here at the top of this card of card number 11, I do remember this one, the softball girl in the pink. That is actually Sarah Grover. She's from Rochester. She won this logo from one of the contests I did on Instagram, and I think this was back in 2018, I believe. And yeah, I remember. I believe she had a pretty heated contest. Like it got a lot of, it just sparked a lot of interest. I think she got a very lot of likes on her photo, and just brought a lot of interest to kicks from like the Rochester area. If I look next to her, that the horseback riding, I believe that is Jessica Judge. I've done work for her and her family over since the beginning, probably since 2011, 2012. So pretty cool. And we've done a few different horse logos and hockey and some other things. So it was cool to get her on card number 11. I think she's also featured on card number 1 or 2 as well. Next to the horseback rider, there is the baseball player. That is unique. It's actually a girl baseball player, which you don't hear about a ton. She's in California. She's also a catcher. I think she was featured on another card as well earlier. That's Lila Bratcher, I think, or Lila Bratcher. She's Dinger Daisy on Instagram. If I look further, second row there, the hockey player, that's Joe McLaughlin. He graduated, I think, high school a few years ago. I believe he's playing hockey right now for college. Not 100% where, but I do know that he has continued to play hockey, which is cool. Right here, the football player, that's Mike. I'm blanking on his last name right now, but his Syracuse, I believe. Syracuse. I'm butchering the last name, but that was a logo that I created for his mom. It was a special moment. He was pointing to the sky in memory of his father when he scored a touchdown, I believe. Next to Mike is Bryce Sicaro. I've done multiple logos for Bryce and his family, and actually, if you look back on my Instagram recently, I did a updated logo sweatshirt for him, so you can check that out. Bryce is, I believe, a junior this year at Cicero North Syracuse in New York, and is a good pitcher, and it's just DH as well. If I look below at the third level there, that's Kennedy Page Dance. She has a huge following on social media, especially Instagram. Her mom runs the accounts, and I've sent her and her sister multiple items. Very talented girl, and I believe they're out in California, I believe. And yeah, her sister's a little spark. She's pretty young, but she loves dancing as well. Next to her dance logo, that's Josh Jr. And he plays football out in California. And on Instagram, his tag name is, I think it was Baby Brady, but I'm blank. It's maybe Josh JR right now. Done a few different items for him and his family over the years. Let's see here. I'm blanking on this name, but it's a girl hockey player. And I know I did a few items for a family in Fulton, which Fulton is about 30 minutes away from Syracuse, New York, where I'm based out of. And we did this custom sweatshirt for this woman's daughter, and I believe she loved it. Um, let's see here. There's Corey M. Blanking on his Mel. I'm not even gonna attempt the last name at this point, but we did a special custom logo for him. In the logo, we added a bunch of medals hanging around his neck, and I believe we hashtagged it Medal Bagger because he bags a lot of medals, first place, second place, that type of thing. And he does track, and he also does football, I believe, still. I'm not sure on the name for this one, but I know a few years back we did. This was a guy playing the piano, and I think that was the first ever, or one of the first, or handful of musical logos that I've created. Next to the piano that's Roman Marcotte. It's Roman James Marcotte on Instagram. Another person who has a ginormous following on Instagram. You got to go check this kid out. I think he's 10, 11 now, and he glides on the ice. He makes hockey look easy, and it's not. And he's super young still. So remember his name, because I think you'll be seeing it in the next 4 or 5 years when he gets a little older. If we look down at the bottom here, I believe right there, that's Striker Pence. I've done a number of different jobs for the Pence family out in California, and that's Striker, and he primarily pitches, but I know he does play the field a little bit and also hits. Let's see here. Nothing too crazy. I'm blanking on. Oh, and I'll end with this for this card. That's All Star Max. I believe he's either in Texas or California. It's All Star _Max on Instagram, and I did that logo for him and his family for a couple custom items, at least 3-4 years ago. So on the back here, let's see. That's Cora Murphy. She was featured on the back of card 11, and she won this custom logo and shirt to be featured on the back of this card. So if we go to card number 12, let's look here. Pull this up. So there's the card. If I look here at the top, I'm gonna talk about the top baseball swing logo there. I'm blanking on the name, but I know he's very good, and he's in Texas. And a family purchased a custom logo shirt for him and sent it down, and we sent it down to him. If I look further, that's Matt Romaldo. Matt played golf, and sadly he passed away a little over a year ago. And but Matt was a big supporter of kicks, and he always loved repping his golf swing. So Matt will dearly be missed, but he'll never be forgotten. And I always love talking about Matt and his upbeat personality and his love for kicks, I guess. So if I continue to look here at the top, given the peace sign, that is Jay Jiggy. It's JJiggy4 on Instagram. Another person who has a very large, heavy following on Instagram. He's down in Georgia or Alabama, I think Alabama, and very good football player. He's young. He's 11, 12 years old, I believe. I actually met him in Philly Philadelphia a few years ago when they traveled to be a part of the Faith Bowl, and I met Jay Jiggy and his dad and Youth Football Network. It was pretty cool to finally actually physically meet people and um, put faces to, I guess, the internet's connections. If I continue to look here, yeah, the turquoise baseball swing right there. That's hashtag at back, hashtag at bat, or Harrison Mall. He's from Philadelphia, PA as well, and is a good little baseball player. I believe he's in like ninth grade right now. If I continue, okay, we'll go down to level 3. The basketball shooter, that's actually Christina Guglielmi. I'm butchering the last name. Guglielmi. She plays basketball and does softball. Also does, I guess, a little soccer now. But she's been a big part of Kicks for the last couple of years. She's done some videos for me as far as reviewing some products, and she's been a big supporter of Kicks for a number of years. So I appreciate that. Let's see here. I'm looking. Okay, so I will highlight this guy next, the baseball swing guy. That is actually Vader Baseball on Instagram, VB32, I believe. I've done a lot of work for Vader and for his mom, dad, their family down in Texas. They're a big supporter of Kicks and what I'm doing. They've gotten many logos for Vader, or his name's Brantz, I believe. And yeah, so it's cool to always talk about him, and you got to check out his journey. It's Vader Baseball on Instagram. Here we got the lower of the third level there. I think that's his name is Nye, I believe, and they're in like I think Georgia or North Carolina. They're down south. I believe he's still playing football. I met him as well at this Faith Bowl a few years back in Philly when I met Jay Jiggy and Youth Football Network. This kid stood out because he was a just absolute beast compared to all these the kind of little small kids. He was just stood out as being a monster, and I believe he still is. I believe he still is playing football. I know he posts a little bit on Instagram, so I try to follow as much as I can. And yeah, I will talk about this logo right here. That's oh shoot, it's Sandra. It's Alyssa Lusk, and her mom Sandra has supported Kicks for a long time, probably for at least 4 or 5 years, and they're out in California. So they she plays softball in Silmer, I believe, in California. So it's that logo right there. The row crew next to Alyssa. I'm blanking on who I did that for, but I believe it was someone in Rochester. And it's probably one of the very few crew logos that I have done. And then lastly, I'll just point out that's Delaney Capicilli, and Delaney's a dancer, and she's done a lot of promo work for me, we've done some photo shoots, and she's a big supporter of Kicks and what I'm doing. And so yeah, she's featured. She's the last feature here on the bottom of the card. If we look at the back of card 12, that is oh man, I'm blanking right now. It's Cornish, Mary Ellen Cornish, I believe. Jess Cornish is her mom, and they are local to Syracuse. And she was featured on the back here. And so there she is kicking a soccer ball. I know she does like Mary does, or it's Ellie. She does not only soccer, but I think she does swimming. She does um, maybe some softball and dance. So she does a lot of different things. So, yep, that's the back of card number 12. And that will conclude this episode. Now, if you'd like to win one of these cards and receive a one-off signed version of either card 11 or 12, and it will be a one-off signed version, send me a DM for either card 11 or 12, and whoever DMs me first will get one of these cards, and I will sign it and number it 1 of 1. And I will also feature you, and I will create a logo and a custom shirt for you that I will feature on card, I believe it's business card, either 17 or 18. That will be my next business card coming up. So make sure to send me a DM for these one-off cards signed by me, and for a chance to get a custom logo and be featured and shirt and be featured on, I believe it's card 17 or 18 that I have coming up. All right, guys, that concludes episode 6. Thanks for tuning in, and be on the lookout for episode 7.